Okay, good morning YouTube. So I'm back in the Lake District today. It's been a beautiful sunrise this morning, which I've missed, so you won't be getting any sunrise shots this morning, but there's still quite a lot of nice light out. So I'm going to explore the Aira Force region, maybe look for some views towards some of the hills towards Glenriddin, which I've been doing just now. So if I've got any good shots there, I'll put them up on the screen after this opening blurb. We're going to go and have a look at the higher cascades, and hopefully there'll be some nice autumn colours left within there because it's a bit more sheltered, and maybe the leaves will still be on the trees. So hopefully I can get some nice shots of some nice water movement around those cascades with the colours in the background. And remember, if you do like today's video, do hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up, so that helps the channels grow. And off I go. I will see you in a moment. Okay, so here are the first few shots that I got that morning. So the first one is this silver birch tree, and this was being backlit by the sun as it was rising. I got one shot of this on my long lens with the whole tree in there, but I think my favourite version of this is the one where I've zoomed in, and I just think this is a much nicer photo, at least to my eye anyway. I think it tidies up the scene a bit, maybe makes it more simple, and that's what I like. So the third photograph is this view looking towards Ullswater, towards the Glenriddin end. And I really like this. The sun was still reasonably low in the sky. The big challenge on this one was to not get any glare on the lens. And even though there's some like blowing highlights in that top corner and that, I don't really mind. I think this looks okay. Okay, it's not a corker, but I think it's quite a good shot, and I'm quite happy with this one. So I'm at the second location today. I'm here with my friend Nathan. We're both just walking around trying to find a few compositions around here. I've told him if he's behaved I will show him my favourite composition and maybe even let him take a photo as well. But what we can see in the background here, and this is what's caught my eye, I quite like the way the water comes through the beck here, and I think there's a possibility of like two shots. So maybe a close-up shot at the water here just to get a bit of detail, see how that comes out, because I quite like those kind of shots. But if I get out your way, you can see at the back there's like a little cascade there, and I'm hoping that maybe using the rocks to bring your eye into that cascade, possibly even framing with the tree branch that runs across the top of it, there might be a nice shot there. The only thing I'm a little bit unsure around is maybe the background is a little bit too messy, and maybe the light's a little bit too flat, but I quite like flat light in these sort of situations because I know I'm not going to lose too much detail in the white bits of the water, and I know it's not going to be too contrasty. So there's only one way to find out if it's any good, and that's to sort of take a shot, and I'll put it up whether it's good or bad, and if it's bad you can have a laugh. Okay, I'll get on with it then. Okay, so this is the shot I got down by the river. I don't particularly like this one too much. I think the trees are a little bit bare, and as a result it looks a little bit untidy across the top. However, I do think the composition's okay, and I think with more leaves this might be one to come back to next year and hopefully get them autumn colours before they're blown off by the wind, which these ones were. I've also tried this in black and white, and I think I quite like the black and white one. I think I like the way that branch sort of frames this at the top, and there's quite a bit of contrast through the scene, so maybe black and white was the way to go on the day. But what do you prefer? Let me know in the comments below. Do you like the colour, or do you like the black and white? Okay, so I'm having another go of this one I'm going to zoom in on. I've taken that first shot, which you would have seen up on the screen, and I think you could probably agree with me, there's too much water in for it to work, because there's a great big white bit at the front, and that just keeps your eye on it, and I don't like it. So it's probably not a great shot, but as I said, I will, if I can figure this thing out. It's like the bloody Krypton factor. Right, that's better. Okay, but I said I'd put it up on the screen no matter how well it comes out. I'm not one for hiding failure or anything, because that's what we learn from, so that's the positive I'll take from that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to try this close-up shot here and some water detail. I quite like these style of shots. I think the problem will be if I can actually get a slow enough shutter speed. I've not got my 6-stop with me, which was a bit of a failure on my part today. So it may be that there's just too much. I can't slow the water down enough, and maybe there's too much detail in it. But I want to retain some detail, so I may be okay. So we'll just see how it looks. I'll take the shot. I'm thinking black and white for this kind of shot, because that tends to be my preference for things like this. Unless there's some nice colours in there and I look at it when I come to process it. So we'll just see how it turns out. Okay, so I've come down here where my favourite composition is, and I've shown this to Nathan as he has behaved today, so he does deserve a good composition. And I'm going to film him just in case he falls in, because 250 quid from Jeremy Beagle will be quite good. But this is a great composition. I'm going to put it up on the screen from a previous time that I've taken this, and I'll also put a link to the video where I did that as well. And I've taken this in a couple of different ways. I've taken this digitally and in film as well. But what I really like is the way the rocks here draw you into that waterfall in the middle, and it's got quite a good framing around it. And at this time of year you get quite a bit of good colour as well, so hopefully Nathan will get a good shot here as well. Okay, so I'm going to end the video there today. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. So I've been thinking about the direction of my channel sort of recently, and I think what I'm going to try and sort of focus on is like the fun aspect of photography. So just getting out there and just taking photos and just getting into places like this, which are so beautiful. Like, there's no reason why you wouldn't want to be here. If I get a photo, it's a bonus at the end of the day. It's not, if I get a load of bad photos, I've had a good day out walking. I think it was recently a talk by Thomas Heaton, it was actually, and he said that plan to do something and just take your camera along, and I think that's a good attitude to have. So today I've planned just to come and have a walk around this beautiful area, and hopefully I've got 1 or 2 shots that are quite pleasing. So anyway, if you have liked today's video, please do hit that subscribe button even, which is the bit I can never get out each week. But hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up, and hopefully we'll see you again at a future video.